All right, we're waiting for the people to come in. I don't come live every day, so I know y'all been waiting to see me. So I'll stay here for a minute. Yeah, people start coming in. I know y'all been waiting to see me. 'Cause it's rare you see my face. It's because I'm not camera shy. My messages need to be listened to. You don't need to attach a face to my message. I'm not here to be seen. I'm here to be heard. I'm here to be heard. If you see me, that's rare. So, greetings everyone to the Soul Food Diner channel. Most of my websites, most of my videos, you're going to see me with the food, with the big table, with soul food. But it's really not the physical food that I'm talking about, it's spiritual food. That's what we're really about, spiritual food. And I want to, because this month is going to be a big, oh man, this is the biggest con. This month starts off the big con. The big con to try to keep the people for generations thinking they're a slave. That's the only reason why you have black history. Black history is nothing but slavery history. Let me ask you a question. They say that this is so funny. They say slaves built the White House. What? Slaves built the White House. That doesn't even make sense. If you got skills how to build something, you're educated. You're not no slave. And didn't say no white person was directing them how to build it. They say slaves built the White House. You see? They use that word slave to keep you in another time warp, to keep you away from your history. Your history is American history. They made it black history to try to deceive you that you came here from somewhere else. No, no, no. The truth is coming out now. The truth is coming out. These colored people, which are the same as white people, have deceived you for generations and generations. They've lied to you. These are the same people who sold you into slaves. Well, sold you into bondage. We're going to say prisoners of war. We're not going to say slavery, but it was a form of chattel slavery. But the reason why I don't like the term slavery because that story is attached to you being from Africa. You're not from no damn Africa. Now you have ancestors who came here long before the Columbus did. We've been coming from Africa for thousands of years. And that's not the only place you have melanated people. We are all over the world. We are all over the world. The liars want to attach your dark skin with being a slave. Why is that? When Slavic, when Slavic, light skin, pale skin, it means slave. We don't have that Slavic history. You're not no slave. They have flipped it. Everything been flipped like Flip Wilson. So the way you get to the truth, this is how you get to the truth. Everything you've been taught, everything you've been lied to, flip it. Flip it. Give you an example. If they say, oh, slaves built the White House. No, flip it. We slaves didn't build no White House. It was our house. They called the White House to try to make it you think it's their house. It was our house. They took it and then called the White House. So you equate the White House with white people owning that building. Why is a slave gonna build a house for another people and gonna call it White House? So you gotta flip it. They flipped it. You got to flip it back. Cause when we flip it, it's gonna be the truth. Now, if you look at me, you say, "Well, that man might know what he's talking about. He wasn't here back then, but he looked like he's pretty old." Yeah. Not only that, I have done my research. I have found the books. It's all in the congressional records. How many of y'all know about the congressional records? Well, let me ask you this. How many of y'all read a book? It's all in the books. I was very fortunate because my parents were educators and business owners. They so-called middle class. So I had books all around me. The first book I read and had it very well explained to me was Treasure Island. Treasure Island. Uh, Name just slipped my mind right quick. Uh, Treasure Island. Yeah. What was that book about? Treasure Island. It tells you in the title. This is the island where the treasures are. And when you talk about pirates, who are the pirates? You see when people was writing that story, when he wrote that story, he was using symbolism. The pirates are the people who stole you. The same pirates that bring liquor into the community and then give you a ticket for drinking it. Oh man. So I want y'all to know why they have this Black History. Most of y'all adults, you know it's a sham, but it's to keep the children. It's to keep the children indoctrinated. It's to keep the children indoctrinated. Because if you think you're a slave, you think, well, I can't do nothing. My parents didn't do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. That's the mindset they want you to have. So read a book and understand what you're reading. Because people don't just write because they want to write. They all got something to say. And most writers are, are telling you it's true, but they're disguising it because if they just told it straight out, I'm talking about people who write um, fiction books. People who write fiction books are writing you a truth, but they have to put it in a way where society can accept it. Oh man, just read, read. Don't matter who you read. You, when I don't mean just read, but understand what you're reading. Because every story is your story. Every story is your story. Every hero is your hero. Nobody having a heroes but you. So you got to flip everything. Just flip it, and you get to the truth by flipping everything. That's what they did. They flipped everything and created racism. So next time somebody tell you, could you speaking about your people, you're speaking about your love for your people, and they call you racist, just tell them, say, well, look, that's a word you created. That's your word. You created that word. Your people created that word. Why do you create that word race? Because you felt inferior. You had to compensate for your inferiority by putting yourself above somebody else and flipping it, telling the people that they are inferior. See, I don't care if they stop these videos because if you watch my videos, you're going to find the same thing I'm saying in all of them. So I don't have to watch my tongue. They might uh, scratch this video. They got us. They got all of my videos. I'm talking about the same thing. So if you watch any of my videos, you're gonna get the message. The truth. Okay. So how's everybody in the chat? Thanks for stopping by. Any intelligent questions? Yeah, I appreciate you subscribing, but I would like for you to pay it forward. Pass the knowledge on. Uh, you have my permission to share my videos anywhere, everyone. Yeah, we cannot be racist because we did not create the term race. All those people all around the world, we always talk about human beings, and you cannot find a more loving people than us. What people do you see turn the other cheek when they're being whipped aside the head, dogs sicked on them? And see, that was a war against us. It wasn't by the white people. The white people was our friends. I'm telling you right now, because I grew up with these people. Bull Connor, all these people they say was your enemies. They wasn't your enemies. They wanted you to keep your neighborhoods. They wanted you to keep your culture. Now look at you. Everything taken away from you. Not only women gone wild, the men been wild. The women just catching up. Where they come from? People acting like that. Not knowing who you are. Not knowing your ancestry. Because your schools was taken from you, your teachers was taken from you, your neighborhoods were taken from you. You don't think you ever had anything, so you don't do anything. Let me tell you something. Everything in America came from you. That's right. You, my community. And once you realize that, you're going to start creating your community back. This is what the Don is doing. He's trying to help you get your community back. Because if you're kept out of their community, guess what? You got to have your own. That's what Booker T. Washington was telling us. You got to love to work for your own benefit, your own self. And they made what I'm saying right now, black people hate to hear this message because they've been so indoctrinated that the white man's the enemy. I'm gonna tell you who the enemy is. The enemy is who tell you something is free. The enemy is telling you, let me give you a job. The enemy is telling you you come from slavery. Flip it. Flip everything and you get to the truth. Well, that's my time here, and I thank y'all for coming by.